What's going on, gang? Thanks for clicking on this video and tuning in to another little adventure. So I'm doing this a little bit different this time. It's almost 4:30, so I'm way later than I typically am heading out to camp, and that was mainly due because of last week, guys. It was just, I was out for like 2 days after I got back home. It was just so hot. So I'm hoping me arriving a little bit later is gonna help kind of alleviate some of the heat that's out there all day. So we're gonna get there, we're gonna fish a little bit, we're gonna camp, we're gonna cook a good meal, and I got a really cool announcement to share with all you folks. And I got some Etsy finds for my AC setup tonight. So we're gonna be trying a little bit different setup for the AC unit in the tent. So guys, we're about an hour and a half away from camp, so I'll see you when we get there. All right, gang, well, we have arrived at camp, and I was hoping that getting here a little bit later would kind of help with the heat. It's still 100 degrees, but at least we won't be out in it as long as we were last week. And I had a bit of a mishap getting the tent set up today. So when I get my tent set up on my truck, I back my truck up into the garage and lower my tent down, and I forgot that these stupid mirrors were out, and I had my head turned, and it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I completely almost shattered this light. So I ordered a new set of side marker lights for these mirrors today. So I'll show you folks how to take those out and put new ones in. The ones that I got have a little bit more bells and whistles than the standard OEM ones, but I can't believe I could hear it crunch when it hit the brick. So not a very good start to the day, but I was hoping we were going to be able to get some fishing in, but I don't know if I'll be able to get down to where I need to get down to. Got quite a bit of brush, and got to clear a lot of nasty stuff right there to get my lure out there. So, well, dang it. I was kind of hoping we would be able to get some fishing in, but oh well. So I'm gonna get the tent set up. You guys have seen that 1,000 times. Don't have to walk you through that again, but once that's set up, I do want to show you guys the new things that I got for my AC setup that I found on Etsy. So hopefully it's gonna make setup a lot easier, and we'll go from there. But here's what I got for my AC unit. And I'm gonna be using my EcoFlow, my Wave 2. It's not a new unit. I've had it for a couple of years. And I was actually looking for some adapters for my BougeRV AC that you guys have seen. But I guess it's so new, nobody on Etsy is building or making adapters for them. So I need to figure out how to 3D print, because it would be really, really useful. But what I ended up getting for the EcoFlow is an adapter that screws onto the front of it down to a 4-inch duct. And then on this end, which is going to go up into the tent, and I'll show this to you folks a little bit better, it's a magnetic little catch. So this is going to go on the outside of my bug mesh screen, and then this is going to go on the inside of the tent and kind of hold it in place. So I don't have to worry about sealing it up with a towel to let bugs in or whatever. At least that's what I'm hoping. So hopefully this is gonna work out really well. And I got a 6-foot 4-inch dryer duct. I cut it in half because I don't need all of that length, because I'm gonna put my AC unit right on the other side of that window. So hopefully this setup is gonna work. But I did check the power pedestal before I got here, so I know we're good there. I bought this too, which is like I use these for my diesel heaters, but this has again got the 4-inch duct, and if that thing doesn't work, this is supposed to be able to kind of zip you zip up your tent around it, and it's supposed to kind of seal it up a little bit better. But this is kind of a last ditch thing that I found on Etsy too. So if that doesn't work, we'll go this route. I brought an extra 4-inch hose just in case. I also, out of what I learned last week, I went and bought a couple of these 30 amp to 15 amp adapters, just in case those 15 or 20 amp circuits on the power pedestals don't ever work. Usually the 30 amp one at least works, because RVs use those a lot. So those are probably checked more. So I bought a couple of adapters that I keep in here all the time now, just in case as well. Tell you what, I learned a lot last week. Well, I'll be darned, guys. This was not planned. I went to go turn my AC on, and the 15 amp circuits are not working, so I had to use that adapter. Thank goodness I brought it with me. I thought I tested it when I got here and I got a light on it, but when I hooked up the AC unit, it was not working. So I'm having to use that thing now, but I've got power. See that little light there? So it was almost a quick trip. I was almost about to head home. I wasn't gonna do again today that I did last week, so good thing I put those adapters in. Okay, last thing I'm gonna test. And this came from so many comments throughout my last couple of videos where I've been testing out the mattress setup. So this one is from Lost Horizon. I told you guys I ordered this 2 weeks ago. So this is gonna be my first time testing it. This is the double wide air mattress. And I got the pump that goes along with it too. It's a rechargeable pump. You don't technically need a pump. This is kind of a self-inflating mattress. I mainly got this to suck out the air in the morning to get it really, really thin, hopefully. But it's pretty big. It's a lot bigger than my than the mattress I was using last week. But from all the comments that I've gotten, this is the mattress to use. So we are gonna try it out tonight. So before I get that crawl up in there to get the AC unit kind of plumbed up, I'm gonna take this out and lay it up in the tent, open up the valve and kind of let it do its thing. And you can use this bag as an air up device too. It's kind of cumbersome, but it does work in a pinch if you don't have a pump. I don't need that here tonight. I'm gonna get this thing unbuckled. So it looks like it sucks down pretty thin. Of course, that's from the factory, but that's about as thin as my other mattress sucked down to. So hopefully I'll be able to close the tent in the morning with this thing in it. That's the big thing that I want. That I want. So let's get this thing pushed up there and get it aired up. I'm going to keep the valves down here so I can get to them. Crawl up in here, and there's 2 valves, just like all my other ones. No big deal. We're going to open this up, flip this. You can kind of start to see it already open up. All right, I'm gonna let this thing do its thing, then I'm gonna crawl in here and kind of show you folks the that AC ducting that I got, and hopefully it's gonna work out better. So let's give this a little bit of time. It's already starting to get up a little bit, but I'll give it about 10 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. All right, well, we are aired up. You can tell that's a good 4 inches, a lot thicker than the other one. It is wider too, so it is touching both sides of the tent structure, but that's okay. So let's get in here and let's check out this new AC ducting. Oh gosh, this is very, very cushiony. I know you can't see me. Hold up. That doesn't really help too much, but this is comfortable. It's way more expensive. Well, not way more expensive. It's twice as expensive. This mattress was about 190 bucks. But again, I got so many comments on try it out, test it out, and I did. And so far, I can tell you it's pretty cushiony. But the most important thing is right now is getting this AC unit sorted out. So what I'm hoping is going to happen. So there is the AC unit. There's my little duct right here. Let's make sure it's pushing out cold air. Oh, there it is. Yes. So the thing about this Wave 2, this EcoFlow, again, this isn't new. I've had it for a while. It's 50, I think it's over 5,000 BTUs, so it's a little bit stronger than that BougeRV, and it's a little bit smaller. And it's cheaper right now than that BougeRV without the battery, because I think EcoFlow is probably going to be coming out with a Wave 3. So these Wave 2 units are on sale, and there's all kinds of Etsy gadgets for the Wave 2. So maybe once that BougeRV gets a little bit more fame, people will start making things. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get this thing figured out. I'm just gonna undo it. And this came from Sweden. I was wondering why it took so long to get here. It came from Sweden. But I'm gonna stick it right here and get this magnet. Hopefully it's gonna hold right there. But I need to figure out this section, but let's get this closed up. So now I don't have to worry about any kind of opening for bugs to get in, because it's literally blowing through this bug screen. I think what I might end up doing is cutting like a little 6-inch piece of more ducting to kind of give it a little bit more oomph coming in here, but that's a lot cleaner. Now, obviously the other main difference in this setup is I don't have an intake pulling the air out of this tent. This is only pushing in cold air with this Wave 2. So I'm curious to see if it's going to work. I did finally bring a thermometer that I'm going to put in here to show you folks the temperature is tonight. Obviously it's smoking hot in here right now. I'm dripping wet. But we're going to let this thing sit, cool the tent down. And then it's almost dinner time, guys. I'm hungry. It's way past my dinner time, so probably gonna get that set up and just gonna hang out and kind of chill for the evening. Hopefully chill. Hopefully that's the key word for this video is chill. So I guess we'll see you downstairs. So gang, apologies, but there's really not going to be any foreplay in this video. Me wandering around or whatever, because I'm hungry and it's already almost 7 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and get dinner started. Tonight we got some habanero dusted chicken breast. We're going to smother in some provolone cheese and some other goodies. I got salad, stick over here, and what all did I bring? My goodness! Oh. We need one of these, definitely. It's been one of those weeks. Some oil. Got just some green beans and some Dijon honey kind of dressing to smother up that chicken. And I forgot my my wood pad to put this on, so hopefully we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine, but butter, chicken. Got a pot for the green beans. Give those some dustings of some kind of seasoning. Not sure what I have in here. Definitely a little bit of salt. Try not to eat too much salt anymore, but these need a little bit of it. Everything but the seasoning, which is always really good. A little bit of that. I think that's cayenne. I don't know. We'll go with it. It's gonna be a spicy meal. A little bit of butter on those things. The butter's frozen from being in the cooler. It won't take long. skillet. Tell you what, guys, I love this little stove. If the Jetboil Genesis is any better than this, I can't imagine. I'm sure it is. I'm sure I'll get comments, but this thing has been great. While that warms up, cheers. Nice cool Rumple Mix. Let's get this back in the cooler where it belongs. So I got one chicken breast that I butterflied because I like my chicken thin. I got all kinds of habanero seasoning on that bad boy. Now hopefully this little Jetboil pan will fit 2 of these. We'll try. Yeah, I think we're good. Perfect. That's what I like. So I thought this looked pretty good. Thought that'd be good, kind of smothered on top of the chicken. I have a lot more shade at this spot, so it's not near as bad as last week. It's looking pretty good. I'm digging it. Looking pretty good. Not a bad view either. I forgot to get my chair out. I don't even have a chair. Oh well. Alright, ladies and gents, I think chicken's done. Look at this Jetboil pan. I mean, the chicken just slides on it. This is one of the best pans ever. I bought it. Don't worry. But, oh, that smells good. Come on, cheese. Oh my goodness. A little bit of honey Dijon, something or the other. We got some green beans. That ain't a half bad looking meal, folks. A little bit excited about this one. There we go. I think I'm gonna go enjoy this at the table, or try to. All right, yeah, this table's kind of dirty, but I really want to enjoy this sitting down. So let's give this chicken a try before the ants get to it. That's got some kick to it, but that's oh so good. That's it right there. That's good. Yeah, it's much nicer today than last week. Still in the high 90s, low 100s. It was 100 when I got here. but this shade makes a world of difference. Can definitely taste the mango in that. I mean the mango habanero in that. I completely forgot about the big announcement. I hope you made it this far. Let me finish my meal, and then we're gonna go back to the truck where you can actually see me, because I got a really, really good announcement for all of you fine folks watching this video. So let me scarf this down real quick, because I almost forgot about that. And we'll see you back at the truck. This is the same ice I've had in this cooler since the 4th of July trip we took. I never unplugged this cooler once we got home, because I knew I'd be using it. Alright, got my water. Get this put up. Let's go have a chat. Alright, gang, so what is this good news? What is this big news? Well, in October the 11th through the 13th, I'm going to be traveling to Arkansas, to the Ozarks, to do a camping trip there. The cool thing about this little trip is that I'm going to be doing it with Ben over from the Semper Gumby channel, who I went to the grasslands with, and a couple of other videos, I think 2 years ago. But we're also getting about 5 other folks who have YouTube channels too, camping YouTube channels. You might know them. I don't want to say them off this video because I'll probably miss one of them. But what I want to tell y'all is that we are going to be, Ben is kind of spearheading this whole camping trip. So he has created a video on his channel that I will link down below, that he's going to be having a drawing for each of the YouTube people. He's going to be drawing a subscriber if they want to come join us in the Ozarks to camp. Obviously, I wish all 10 of y'all could come, but the site that we have can only hold about 11 to 12 trucks or cars or Jeeps or whatever you have. So we can't invite everyone. So what we're having to do is kind of do like a drawing for each YouTube channel. And if you guys want to go, obviously I'm going to link you to that video. It's a 2-minute video. He's just created this video so we can have kind of a pot of all the people that want to go, so we can draw names. Now, it's going to be a great time, gang. These people that are going, they're absolutely fantastic people. There's going to be great food. The site that we're at is right on the river. A guy that's local to the area that has a YouTube channel knows about the spot. It's kind of a secretive little spot. So it's just going to be a great time. I believe, again, October the 11th through the 13th. And if you want to go, check the video down below in the description from Semper Gumby channel. And all you have to do, if you want to be my guest, whatever you want to call it, that sounds so corny. But all you got to do is go to that video, leave a hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors on that video. That's all you got to do. But just leave hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors on that video down below in the description, and he is going to draw a winner that it has my hashtag, and that's going to be my guest for the weekend. So it's just going to be a great time. Be really cool to be able to meet some of you folks that watch these videos and that we interact through the comments, but just to actually get out there in the beautiful Ozarks on a gorgeous river for an entire weekend with good food. It's just going to be a blast. And I can't wait for it. It's about a 7-hour drive from my house. So it's not close, but it's not terribly far away. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Arkansas, mid-October, but it can't be any worse than what I'm dealing with here right now. So guys and girls, I would really love to be able to at least meet one of you folks. And of course, I would love for every single one of y'all to be able to come, but the site that we're at just can't handle that. Can't handle more than about 12 trucks or cars. So go leave my hashtag if you want to join me. I'll be out there, Ben will be out there, quite a few other people will be out there just having a great time. That's the big news, guys. I'm excited about it. I'm really looking forward to this trip. So, there you go. Got the lake behind me here. Sun's setting. It's around 90 degrees out here right now, so I think I'm just going to kind of chill out for the rest of the evening. And then head up there and hopefully that cool tent and call it a night. All right, gang. Well, I think I'm going to call it for the night. It's around 9 o'clock. Temperature's kind of going down just a little bit. I did kind of sneak up there in the tent, and it feels good. It's around 75 degrees, but I'll show you the thermometer when we get in there. But much more pleasant, it seemed like, than last week. I think it was because I had a lot more shade here in this particular spot than last week, but I just didn't feel quite as nauseous on this trip as I did last week. So much better trip. Dinner was great. So let's climb up here in the tent and get some readings on that air conditioner and see how that mattress is working out for me, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, gang. Hurry up and get this zipped up before the bugs find their way in here. All right, well, we can get some of these lights cut on a little bit. There we go, that should be bright enough. So, it feels good in here, but to be 100% honest with you, I think that BougeRV made it a little cooler, and it's less BTUs output than the Wave 2. Now, the difference is I don't have that second intake duct in the tent sucking out kind of the hot, sticky air. This is just pushing in cold air from the outside. So I do have a thermometer sticking in right here, and it's pushing out 58 degrees. So it's 58 degrees coming right out the tip of this thing. So it's pushing out cold air. I don't know. Maybe it's in my head. It feels good in here. Way better than it does outside. So I'm not going to complain, but mattress is on point, guys. I don't know if that's in my head too, but I do like that it's a little bit wider. I don't have quite as much space over here, so it's, you know, I can really stretch out right here, and it is very cushiony, very cushiony. So it is I think I'm going to sleep pretty well tonight, but I'm going to get you folks set up here so I can get my hands back. All right. It's like everything's got pros and cons. Is that even recording? Yeah. So the good thing about this Wave 2 is that I've got an app that I can turn up and down the actual fan. So I'm not going to be freezing cold tonight when I wake up. I can cut it down from here. I don't have to open up the window and reach my hand out and mess with it like I did that Bouge air conditioner. So I don't know why they can't just make one unit that does everything great. Oh well. But I did get one more little toy. I kind of already got it set up here, but I'm lazy and I hate having to hold my tablet when I'm watching a movie. So I got this thing off of Amazon. It's just like a little arm holder, and it works perfect when I put it up here on this bar across the tent. This my tablet just kind of hangs out here, and I can lay down hands free and watch my movie. Let's see. I'm watching some kind of weird kidnap movie alone. Let's see, but I'll show you how I hook this thing up. So it just has a clamp that goes up top, and it's literally just hold my iPad just like that. So hands-free operation now for this evening. Don't have to sit there and hold it. I know the problems that I have. It's amazing. So gang, I think I'm gonna call it a night tonight. What time is it? 9:15. So technically it's past my bedtime. I hate to admit that, but I typically go to bed around 8:30 because I get up at 4 a.m. So I'm pretty tired. So gang, I'm gonna call it a night, and we will see you in the morning at sunrise. So take care, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, you know, I don't think that I've ever used this little sunshade, or whatever it's called. But that puts some nice light in here in the morning, better than this super bright, harsh LED light. Well, another really good night's sleep. I can confirm, for me personally, it's my opinion after trying out 3 different air mattresses, that this particular mattress I slept the best on. It's the most comfortable. I don't know how, I don't know what's different about it, but it truly is the most soft and most comfortable. The deciding factor if I'm going to keep this or not is if I can suck out all the air enough to be able to fold it up and keep it in the tent. If I can do that, this is going to be the one that I use. So I'm glad I was able to kind of test out 3 different mattresses to kind of, you know, test, see what the difference is. This is the most expensive one, but I got to be honest, it is the most comfortable one that I've used. So we'll see if it works out for me. And also what I don't think worked was that magnetic duct holder. I ended up taking that magnet piece off and pulling in this 4-inch duct through the tent and just zipping up around it. I guess I kind of felt like it was restricting some of the airflow. So I took it out and I ended up having to cut the thermostat up to 68 degrees, and I cut the fan down all the way to low last night, and I slept pretty good. That's the one thing I like about the EcoFlow, is that I can adjust it sitting here in the tent. We're gonna suck the air out of this mattress and see if I have to take it out and shove it in my truck on the way home. I really hope not, but we'll see. So I'm gonna get all the stuff situated and I'll let you know how that works out. And I always forget to show this, but right now it's 67 degrees. That's not gonna show up, is it? Maybe if I turn this light on. Bright light, oh my God. 67 degrees in here right now. And that's by choice, because I have this thing turned up I have the temperature turned up, so it could be a lot colder in here if I wanted it to be. But 67 to me is a perfect sleeping temperature. And yeah, so anyway, I always forget to show this and I always get questions, so there you go. All right, well, got most of the stuff put up, but I haven't tackled that mattress yet. So we're gonna go up here, and I went ahead and undid the valves while I was kind of picking up the rest of the stuff around camp. And yeah, the thing is with any of these mattresses, when you go to deflate them, you really are supposed to kind of roll them out. And I can't get back in this tent and roll it out. So that's why I got this pump, which will help suck out this air. So I can't remember which one is, okay. So the top one sucks out the air, and I'm just gonna place it. This is made specifically for this mattress, so it fits in here really nice. And let's see if it gets the air out. Oh yeah. That's working really well. Nice. So I do recommend, if you guys are looking for a mattress, and you decide on this one, highly recommend getting this pump to go along with it, because I've used several of these pumps and none of them have worked this well. It's like that. I mean, with this being made for it, it just fits perfect, and it's pretty powerful. That worked out fantastic. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues folding this tent up. Look how thin that got it. You can't really tell on the camera, but it got it just as thin as it was when I pulled it out of the package for the first time. So I should be able to close my tent with this thing in it.
Well, it folded up just perfect. That worked out really, really well. I will say one thing I do not like about this tent is the latch mechanism to keep it closed, because you have to have a key and there's really no fail safe. So I can get you set up here. I know we're backward, we're kind of crooked, but so it takes a key and the latches have to go up. So going down the road, if that thing's not locked, it just kind of comes off. That's the only thing I don't like about this tent, are these latches. I wish you didn't A, have to use a key, and B, even on some of the cheaper tents, they have two extra points, and they have like ratchet buckles on both sides, kind of like a safety feature. So I don't like the fact you have to push that up, and I can't do it with one hand and lock it. But other than that, the tent's great. So it's getting sticky and muggy and nasty out here already this morning, guys. So I'm gonna get my coffee made and get my trash picked up, and we're gonna get out of here. Someone mentioned on the video that we just did out at Lake Fork, I was making coffee in the hotel room, and someone said, dude, you got a coffee maker right behind you. Yeah, I know, I did, but I don't know what's been through that coffee maker. And it was kind of a what I call a roach motel, so I don't trust any type of appliances like that for anything that I'm going to be putting in my body. So that's why I use the Jetboil. Just FYI. Easy peasy. I do love this little American flag Jetboil. I think that's the coolest thing. Obviously, I get amused by little things. Well, that is another episode in the books, gang. So thanks so much for tuning in and watching. And don't forget, if you guys want to join us in October out in the Ozarks in Arkansas for a 2-night little camping adventure, don't forget to check the video description below to figure out the video link that you need to go to put hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors on it. We'll put you in for the drawing. The drawing is going to be made, I believe, on August the 2nd. It's all in that little short 2 or 3 minute video that everyone's gonna have to go put their name in the hat for. So this is again being kind of held by Ben over at Simper Gumby channel. So he's gonna be doing all the drawing, but of course I'll let you know if you do win, if I can get a hold of you. But it's gonna be a great time, it's gonna be fun, and it'll be really cool to be able to meet some of you folks. So anyway, gang, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.